Look at that. I actually have an intro. Wow, I've been working on this live stream. So, I'm going back live. Welcome, everybody. My name is James. I am your host of the CasperCops Power Hour. I got some interesting stuff coming up this week. I'm going to touch on that. Plus, I'm going to play some video for you. I know I played around with it yesterday. I was at the zoo, Watertown, Thompson Park Zoo. Had an interesting evening. This was Sunday. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little overview on how I fell into this, because I actually have a tour coming up tomorrow night. Sold out. Friday the 13th. I cannot wait. It was an awesome, it's an awesome place. But I'll get into that. But I have other news and stuff that I'm going to get into. So we are actually I'm going to present what I got on Sunday as I am in court. So it will be the Casper Court. Casper Court night. I present my evidence. You be the judge and jury. That's how Casper Court works. But anyway, so without any further ado, let's get into, I gotta turn some stuff off here. No. I'm going to start out with, I moved into Sylvan Beach, like last week, and, I got to know some neighbors, and, lo and behold, I met this woman. I started talking to her, and she said that, yeah, she's walked around Sylvan Beach Amusement Park several times. She lives here as well. She truly believes it's haunted, all that good stuff. And, I'm buffering. So I started talking to her, and lo and behold, she started telling me a story about when she was with her kids at Sylvan Beach Amusement Park, and she was riding on the, they were riding on the Tip Top ride. And she says that she started telling the story, and she said she put her kid and her friend on the ride, and she continued to tell me the story that I tell. I tell that story, that I walk up to that Tip Top ride, and it's the same story I tell my participants, my fellow CasperCops. And she's telling me the story that it's her daughter. So I actually met the daughter that is, or that I tell the story about. So I thought that was quite interesting. What else? So let's get to what's going on this weekend. This weekend, I am going to be at Thompson Park Zoo doing a tour. Sorry. Shouldn't be looking at my phone. I was supposed to be joined by Leslie, and I'm seeing I'm not registering a lot of good gigabytes here or whatever. But anyways, so let me first explain how I got to be involved with the zoo. PBS came around, and they were at Sylvan Beach Amusement Park, and they were doing a docudrama, and it's a movie. They were doing it on local locations, local haunted locations, and they decided to come and do it at the park. So they, of course, called me, and because I was going to, give them all the information, they asked me if I'd like to be part of the acting. And I'm like, sure, absolutely. So I did some acting for them and stuff. Well, that particular docudrama is going to be put on hold. So they decided that they were going to do a different one. So they asked me if I'd like to act in that one as well. So I'm like, absolutely. So I went up to the Hubbard House up near Watertown, between Watertown and Carthage, and I did a shoot there. And hang on to that thought. Hang on to that house there. I got information regarding that one too. So prior to me going up to the Hubbard House, I was supposed to act as a vortex expert. And I had no clue what a vortex even was at that point. I've heard of them. I shouldn't say no clue. But so I've heard of them. I wasn't really familiar with them at all. So I decided, like, you know what? Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll do it. So what's a vortex? But anyway, I started researching them, and I saw that there's a vortex right nearby up in Watertown, New York. So I decided to go drive up there. So I'm driving around, and it's in Thompson Park. So I'm driving around, and I'm not even sure what I'm looking for at this point. So I'm driving around, and I see a zoo. There's signs that point to a zoo. So I stop in, and I go up into the zoo, and I walk into the door, and there was a woman standing behind the counter, and she says, just one? I'm like, no, actually, I'm not here for the zoo. This may sound like a weird question, but is there a vortex around here? And she looks at me like I've got like 3 eyes, right? And luckily somebody from in the office area just behind the counter heard me. So she comes out and she's like, oh yeah, there's a vortex right down this way. If you go down here and turn down this, it's less than maybe 100, 200 yards away. So I'm like, oh, it's walking distance. And she's like, yeah, absolutely. So I decided to walk to it. But before I did, I'm like, that brings me to another question. Since you're so close to the vortex, you got any paranormal activity going on around here? She's like, all the time. And I'm like, really? So I gave him my, card, and I started telling him what I did at Sylvan Beach Amusement Park. And so one thing led to another. And the woman that I was speaking to, I can't remember her name. She was really interested. And I'm like, we could probably do a tour here. I think it would be really fun. I think Watertown is ready for something like this. I think Watertown wants something like this. So it's time for CasperCops to take over the zoo. So I then walked to the vortex, and I found it. But I ended up not playing a vortex expert anyways. So no loss. I ended up playing James, CasperCop James. So a couple days went by. I didn't hear anything. So I went back. Asked them again. They're like, yeah, well, no, we're going to have a meeting about it, blah, blah, blah. So I left, and I went back again. Almost borderline stalked them. But anyway, finally, I got a call and they're like, hey, yes, we will try a date. So I'm like, awesome. They're like, how about the 27th? And I'm like, absolutely. That sounds like an awesome plan right there. 27th. So I emailed her what I do, how many, we could do 2 tours, blah, 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 this many people, blah, blah, blah. We'll do this, and this, blah, blah, blah. So they ended up scheduling 2 tours. So they went on sale, and those 2 tours sold out in 2 days. And as soon as they sold out, they immediately contacted me back, and they're like, hey, can you schedule another date? I'm like, sure, absolutely. So they decided to schedule the 13th. That one sold out in 4 hours. 4 hours. So I'm like, wow. Yeah, this looks awful jumpy. But anyways, I'm recording it. So I guess I'm just not the live type of guy. So anyway, we decided that we were going to do another day. That one sold out. So Sunday, this previous Sunday, I went in to do a dry run. And as soon as we got there, they were mopping the floors. And while they were mopping the floors, while they were mopping the floors, we decided that we were going to go, take a walk around and stuff before we set up. And we decided we were going to do a podcast. Oh, and I just moved my camera. Screw it. So anyways, I'm very high-tech, high professional. I'm new at this, so hang in there. Bear with me. So anyways, we went out. It was me, Leslie, and the Didge Whiz, Blake. He came and he took some photos for me, and he's my still camera guy. So we came back in and we started setting up because they were done mopping, and somebody noticed that in this, all right, let me give you the scenario or the setup of it. When you walk into the zoo, you have like a gift shop on your right. You're facing the actual front desk. Once you're, hey, Leslie, you're going to call in? Give me a call on Skype. You can help me out if you can. But anyways, I can't do 2 things at once, and I'm trying to get like good at this, so bear with me. Anyway, so somebody noticed that there were Dippin' Dots on the floor that they had just mopped. Let me try to give her a call. I'm not even sure if we can hear her. I'm not even hearing any ringing. But anyway. I'm sorry. So anyways, we've noticed some dipping dots. They were like on this floor. Or when you walk in, you've got the gift shop. Then you've got the corner or the counter. You walk beyond the counter, and it's like this little like meeting room. And then to the left, you have like a little snack bar. So we're setting up in this little meeting room. Well, somebody walked through the snack bar and noticed that there were candy all over the floor, and they were little dipping dot ice cream things. So we're like, she just mopped the floor there. So anyways, Lady Leslie, she went into the bathroom, and I wish she would call in and she could tell the story. I'll give it a couple more minutes before I tell her story for her. But anyways, some of the reports are footsteps. Reports were voices as well, and there were reports of water turning on and off in the men's room. Well, we actually had one of those occur, only it was in the women's room. And I believe it was right after Leslie came out. But anyways, I'll tell the story. Leslie went into the bathroom, and I believe she heard like what sounded like paper towels. And I'm not completely sure if the actual paper towels were out. I can't remember if she told me there was actual paper towels laying there or whatever. But anyways, yeah, I'm terrible at that. If I don't have video, I want video. But anyways, and also the sound of what sounded like water turned on in the ladies' room. And I believe somebody asked her if she left the water running. And I think that's how that story goes. So we ended up doing the podcast. So there was things starting right off the bat, right out the start. Now, again, our skeptic side must acknowledge that the candy could have been dropped by a living person. Yeah, I don't know about the paper towels. If somebody was actually in the female or lady's bathroom and did the paper towels. But if you're listening, Leslie, can you call in? Because it's your story, and I'll quick text you and say, yes, help. But anyways, if anybody wants to call in or anything, you can get me at, I think I'm at Haunted Sylvan Beach. Here, I'll chat it out there. You can Skype. I can't spell Skype. Haunted. So. I think that's it, or CasperCop, one or the other. Yep, I spelled everything right too. Holy crap. But anyways, I'll get to my story. Now, no more interruptions, no more chatting. If you want to say hi, say hi. I could say Lady Leslie's on. She call in or Skype in. Actually, you can call me. Let's test this out. You know what? Let me try to give her a call. This has never been done in CasperCop history. Let's see if we can hear it ringing. Oh.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
I can.
I can barely hear you, so let me make
Well, that's
sure
because
you're...
Skype's trying to call you at the same time.
Is it? Well, I...
Yeah.
Okay, then try to Skype me because I'm calling you from my phone and I can barely hear you, and it worked better with Skype last time.
All right. See if you can answer it because it says it's calling you.
Okay.
All right.
Where did my Skype go? All right, so... Oh, yeah, there she is. Let's see how this works. I accidentally closed the Skype program, that's why. Oh. No, she's not answering. Nope, call ended. Huh. Oh well. So, anyways. Where was I? I was at... All right, we did the live podcast. And don't go back to it. I mean, it started out terrible right off the bat. It was horrible. But anyways, we oh, I can hear it now.
Are you there?
Hey, can you hear me?
Can.
Yes, that's
Are you
better.
able to hear me?
I can hear you. So I was just
Oh.
I was trying to tell your side of the story regarding the bathroom and stuff. So I just got to the point. Now, when you went into the bathroom, you heard the paper towels? Is that what it was?
Yes.
You tell the story.
Yeah. Amanda had already, and I think it was Amanda, had already mopped the floor, and I know that she had left. The only ones in the building at that time was you, Blake, and myself. I believe Leslie had stepped outside, out front for a second. I went in and could hear the paper towel dispenser going, but I knew it was only us, and I thought, well, what the heck are those fools doing? So I kind of peeked under this. There was nobody in the restroom with me.
Okay.
So when I stepped out, I expected to see paper towels just hanging out of the dispenser, and there was none hanging. So I thought it was kind of strange. So I washed my hands. I came out. Leslie came back in.
Oh, we just lost her. Yay.
Well, that was weird.
Yeah. Somebody doesn't want us to talk. Is it paranormal? But anyways,
I'm starting to wonder.
I know. Like I just got to the point where there was some crazy stuff going on with the podcast. I didn't when I finally reviewed the program that I use to broadcast. All my levels were up all the way, and I don't put them up all the way. Yeah,
Yeah, that was the strangest thing I've ever seen.
right. But anyways,
Because you've never had an issue like that.
well, I've had issues, believe me, but
Yeah, but not like that. That was
no, no. Usually you don't hear anything. But anyways, go ahead.
no,
Continues
right.
telling your story. Now, did that happen
So I
before?
expected the paper towels to be everywhere, and they
Okay.
weren't. And I had asked Leslie if they had activity ever reported in the restroom, and she said yes. So I explained to her what had just happened, and I don't know if it was her that walked in or somebody walked in and one of the faucets was going. When I walked out, the faucets were all shut off.
Right.
So I don't know who turned that on. I don't know who or what was playing with the paper towels while I was in there, but I know it was a little odd.
Hmm. Interesting. Okay. So then at what point did we discover, was that before or after the ice cream on the floor, the Dippin' Dots on the floor?
That was all before the Dippin' Dots on the floor, because at that point the floor was still wet. Amanda had mopped. The floor was wet. We did the podcast, and I know the employees at the zoo were coming in. Everybody was within eye shot. Like you could see everyone in front of us and around the sides of the table just out of view of the camera. It was right after the podcast, when you were explaining to everyone what we would be doing. Somebody had walked towards the back. The floor was ridiculously sticky, and you could see where the Dippin' Dots had melted onto the floor because there was red and blue, green, and yellow spots. Well, maybe not blue, but there were spots everywhere. And what looked like water, I don't know what it was, but it was fairly sticky. 'Cause,
Right.
you know, when you walk on a sticky floor, your shoes stick, and it makes that noise, and it's hard to lift up.
Correct.
That
Yeah.
whole back area was like that.
Yep.
Because Blake even walked back and looked at me and commented.
And I think he took a couple pictures of it. I hope he did.
Yeah, I did. I did. I know he got a couple. I took a couple just for reference, and then took a picture of the Dippin' Dots freezer just to be able to show where it was in reference to where they were all over the floor. And it was on the other side of the room.
Huh.
Because I know where we were sitting for the podcast, we had sight into that area where the Dippin' Dots freezer was. We didn't have view of where they were found melted on the floor.
Okay. So then after that, we did the podcast, right? And then
We did the podcast.
and then
That must have occurred during the podcast.
oh, you think that? I thought you said that said the bathroom happened before the
No,
Dippin' Dots.
I'm pretty sure, well, the bathroom happened before the podcast, but the Dipping Dots, I'm fairly certain occurred during.
Well, I gotta say, that whole setup there, it's hard to remember. At least for me, I don't know
I
why.
was shocked when you didn't recall us being upstairs of the gift shop, that attic office area.
Yeah,
That floored me when you had no recollection of being up there before the podcast.
I didn't, and it's kind of scary
It
because
is.
even when I was showing the video and stuff. What's
But
that?
no, we were definitely up there
Huh.
because I had specifically asked her about activity. Because when you and I discussed the location prior to, I want to say, what, your second or maybe third trip up there to talk to them about doing the tours,
Right.
we had talked about the location. And I had a feeling that activity was taking place in the office. So when we were there on site, I had asked her about it, and she said, yeah, do you guys want to go up? I said, oh, yeah, absolutely.
Now,
Went up.
yeah, and I don't remember.
That's so funny.
In one of the claims, I'm not calling it paranormal, but whatever. But one of the claims of the vortex is you lose track of time, and it's not like I didn't lose track of time. I just don't freaking remember even going up there the first time. I don't.
That's so funny.
No, I don't think it's funny
That's
at
so
all.
funny.
Because
No, there's definitely some weird energy. Because second you reach that first landing, when you go up the stairs and you reach that landing and you go up the second set of stairs before you get up into the attic area.
Yeah.
There's just, it's warm up there, so that I think that intensifies it, but you can feel the energy shift. There is a definite change in the feel of the air. Like, it's charged and you can feel it.
Oh yeah.
Because
Oh.
Blake looked at me and said something when we hit that landing. He kind of turned and looked at me, and I said, "Yeah, do you feel that?" And he says, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
But it was pretty heavy up.
I agree. Yeah, it was definitely a different vibe up there. But anyway, so we'll get back into we did the podcast. And
Yes.
then we started out investigating right then and there, right in that area, same area in the main building. And
the Dippin' Dots were located.
Where the Dippin' Dots were located. And as we were over by the Dippin' Dots. Go ahead.
Yep, because that's when they noticed the Dippin' Dots on the floor, was right after the podcast when we started the investigation.
Correct. So, so while we're in that area, I heard something upstairs. And
yes.
So we decided that, we were going to go up there. So when we first all go up there, now this video here I'm going to show you, I don't know, you probably won't be able to watch it, Leslie, but you'll be able to hear it. You were there. You probably watched it before.
Yeah, I've seen the video.
Right. This is what happened. This is what happened when we walked up there. Now, I'll give you the layout of it. Now, when you walk up the stairs, you first enter into like office space. Now, it wasn't the actual zoo's office space. I guess they lease it out, or it nothing to do with the zoo. However, they have storage space across the building. So you walk across it through like office spaces, and then you like go into a totally different area. It's unfinished. It looks like an attic. And there's a bunch of...
it looks like warehouse storage.
Right. It's storage. And there's a bunch of like kids' toys and all that other stuff. You know what? I'll just play it. So this is what happened when... Wait a minute. Let me make sure I got it pulled up here. All right, so here we go.
Earlier, can you...
Whoa, let me turn that down a little bit. Well, I have you turned up on Skype. So, all right, hang on.
do something for us up here?
Blinking light that's like rainbow on in there, the toy that's turned on. What?
There's a toy?
Right here. Blinking.
Holy crap.
Whoa.
Who turned that on?
I asked it if it can make the whole basket turn on.
What's that?
That's a full basket. There's probably 200 of them.
Well,
And one of them's
that was
on.
going to be turned on. The batteries would have been
Yeah.
dead by the time.
It's done.
How long ago was that put up there?
Months ago. This is when we cleaned this whole area out, so what, in May?
Huh.
Thought it was a plant.
And what kind of toys are they?
They're fiber optic. I can pull them down.
Do they turn on?
Nope, you have to pull a...
You have to turn them on?
Yeah.
It's for like a tab or something.
Yep.
Right?
Now, I then proceed to videotape her to get these things down. And, I mean, you saw how high they are.
Well, they're not just high, they're shoved way in the back corner. So the only way to get a hold of those is to scale that shelving unit.
Yeah, exactly what she
reach
did.
Way in the back. And there's no way a person is going to be able to do that without making noise or it being out. We would have seen it. and we would have definitely heard it
Oh yeah.
had that taken place. If somebody had been like, I don't know who or what did it. However, it's interesting.
Like,
And those are the ones where you have to pull that tab out.
right. I mean, there was she said there's estimated about 200 of them in there, and they're all like just piled in there. So I'm on the fence with that one. You know, I want to trust everybody. I want to trust the employees, but they're human.
No, I do.
I've been wrong before.
With us being up there the first time, because we walked back through there, we were checking everything out. In the way that is in there, that's a bright enough light, those fiber optic lights, that would have illuminated that corner. That would have caught our attention.
Oh, no doubt. I would have noticed that.
So I know it wasn't on when we were up there the first time. When it lit, I don't know. Like, I don't know when it lit up. I just know that, like, it was found. It was discovered.
Well, you know, I'm not even sure. Like, even during the podcast, I wasn't even paying attention. Somebody could have easily went up there. I did hear something up there. Was there somebody up there turning that on? I can't call it paranormal right at the moment. I don't know. I mean, look at what it took me at the park. 3 times. I mean, the first night a coin drops. I'm like, all right. And I kind of in the back of my head, I'm like, yeah, I honestly don't think anybody threw it. And then the second night, I was convinced that somebody threw it the second night. And they pleaded with me, no, we didn't do it. And I'm like, no, you threw that. You threw that coin. I know you did. And then the third night, all hell broke loose, and they showed me. I mean, so that's how stubborn I am. And it was right in front of my face twice prior. So, and I want to believe that, yes. So that happened. So then we decided that I'm going to get into the next video here. Do you have a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So then we decide that we're going to go to another building. Or, you know, we did quarters. Yeah, no, this was in another building. So let me pull it up here.
If you can.
Want me to pick it up?
Yep, pick it up. And say, I'm going to roll this quarter. I want you to roll it right to CasperCops' feet and hit me in the foot.
Alright, I'm going to roll this quarter. Can you make it hit CasperCops?
Don't throw it, Daddy.
Yeah, don't. No.
Have you ever set a quarter down and asked them to stand it up?
No? There you are.
So that happened down in the lower floor. So I asked the guy to roll me the quarterback and for it to hit my feet. And it didn't. Didn't even come close. It went, I don't even know where it went, but we did retrieve it. Somebody found that quarter. So then we decided we were going to go upstairs, and it's like another attic area. Now it's this kind of like the same setup we were in the building prior. So what's that?
No, I'm listening.
Right. Okay. So then this happened. This one's kind of long, so hang in there.
All right, I'm going to roll some quarters up here. Let's play. Okay? 2 left. Somebody's gonna have some souvenirs down in that other office, so save them. They get little X's from CasperCops quarters. It'll be worth something someday. Ready? Here we go. What the hell?
What's
Oh,
that?
it hit you?
I said I look like such a creeper standing way back there.
You were supposed to hit my foot. Remember me saying that? Somebody hit my foot? No, it hit your foot.
So I rolled the quarter and it hit
find
somebody's foot.
Yeah, it's right here.
Like that little outfit.
All right, this is my last quarter. I really need this one back, okay? Can you please? Because I need it for lunch tomorrow. Ready?
Well, it just got a little choppy there.
You hit my foot.
It hit your foot again?
No, separate person's foot.
If you notice, there's pretty dust floating around there.
It's a long road.
And it's hitting feet now.
What's that? Do you say something?
Because I pulled up YouTube on the computer here, so I'm watching.
Oh, are you? I just how's it look? Is it coming through all right? Or is it choppy?
Yeah, it seems to be.
Okay. Well, I just pause it. So, all right, here we go. Here's some more.
What do you guys think? Is that coincidence?
I don't know.
I got, all right.
I was gonna say we want to try it again.
That was my last quarter. Can you roll it back? Where's my flashlight? No, really, a live person. Can you roll it back?
I will say I'm out of quarters, guys. No, really, I need quarters.
Thank you.
All right, so it's dark here. I'm only looking through my little viewfinder.
All right, you ready?
And they're all the way down to the other, like, they're a ways.
Let's see, hit somebody else in the foot.
Between where I was standing and they're recording.
Right.
Well, did it really? No way. Did it hit your foot?
Yeah, it's right there. Did it hit your foot? Yeah.
All right.
I'll say
And
your
you're running
name.
away from us.
I'm in the dark. How can I be aiming?
So I hit this woman twice, I guess. So
I think that was Amanda.
that was
It
Amanda.
was either Amanda or Haley that was in there. Or that might be Haley right there next to you.
Okay, so I'll continue.
Did I hit 3 different people's foot?
No.
All right.
Same person twice and then a different person the third time.
All right. Let's try this one more time.
Stop it with your foot.
Yeah, don't hit anybody this time. And I want it to go all the way back to the wall. Okay? Can you do that for me?
You just hit my left foot.
Did it keep rolling?
And it kept rolling though, didn't it?
When that quarter was thrown,
What's that?
that last one.
Yeah.
When you threw this last quarter here, the one that you asked to go all the way down, that came to probably about 12 to 6 inches in front of me, made a complete left turn, and went all the way to that back wall.
Really? And that's after hitting somebody in the foot. Right?
Whichever one it was, you said go all the way down without touching anybody. The one
Right.
just before where I throw it back to you where you said, no, really a live person.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And
I
it,
think the one, because the one that I sent down towards you ran right up your leg, shot back behind you, and kept going off into the distance.
right. No, you haven't done that yet. I don't think.
Okay, because the one The one you throw just before me sending it back. That's the one that comes all the way down just to in front of me.
Okay.
Makes what would have been your left, my right, and goes all the way back and hits that wall.
Huh. Yes. All right. Yeah, we'll get to that. Hey, all right. I'll continue.
Did it hit the wall?
Did it go all the way down?
Almost. Whoa. Got it?
Yep.
See if we can make this right with James. Stop it right in front of him.
Oh, it hit me.
That was the one that you did.
Yeah, that has some longevity to it.
It did it.
What's that? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I didn't hear you. I thought you said something.
Nope.
So yeah, this one came and it hit me in the knee thigh area, and it like rode up my thigh and then right over me. So
That's funny.
It hit me like
Think about those.
it like went up my right knee and bounced right over it.
It like spiraled back there too.
That's just funny.
the
All right,
dig whiz.
hit somebody else. Here it is. Ready?
Me again.
Did it hit you?
It did.
I was sitting.
It should have.
It should have
That is crazy. I'm leaving.
You would have
I've had people that it's a smaller area than this in the arcade. 28 people in that arcade, and we're all standing around. And I rolled this one. It went almost all the way around the entire arcade and ended up almost back to me, and it never hit anybody. I mean, here we got people like, I've got a whole clear shot.
Well, there's also a lip in the floor though. So there is a lip in the floor.
Yeah, there's lips.
There's multiple lips in the floor though.
There's lips in the floor in the arcade too. I mean,
The arcade's floor is worse than this.
when you walk, it's like you feel it. All right, this is my last quarter, and I know I said that before, but this one really is. I want you to throw this one back.
Hit my foot again.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so how many feet did we hit that after? I mean, I still got another minute or two on that, but what do you think about that one?
Quite a few. Like, quite a few. And the fact that it was the same person.
I hit the
If
same
you
person
were
a couple
aiming
times.
To do that many times, there's no way. Like, the probability of that statistically is just
Zero, probably.
unbelievable.
Everybody I
Yeah,
hit.
it's not.
I don't think I've ever even when I roll quarters in Sylvan Beach, I don't remember hitting anybody like that. Every roll.
Right, no. But the several times that I've been there with you, that's never happened.
No.
And even standing in the same spot, you do it the same way almost every time. You know, kind of like bowling. And they take off in every which different direction.
Right.
But for whatever reason in that barn area, it took the same path every time, which I found interesting.
I know. And it was dark. You couldn't see anything. I wasn't aiming for anybody's feet or anything. I just thought it was interesting that the floor below, I asked a gentleman to roll it and hit me in the foot. And I specifically said hit my feet. And we go upstairs and we hit feet. Nobody hits my foot. I hit people's feet. What?
That's just so funny.
So yeah,
It's so funny.
that definitely was interesting. So we'll wrap this up. Conclusion. What do you think, Leslie? I can't. I don't. What do you think?
With what I saw myself, what I experienced, what I felt there, and I don't even know if you've touched base earlier before I joined you with all of the things going on in the gift shop, with the light coming on all by itself.
No.
And
No.
one of the employees with us saw a gray shadow shoot out from somewhere and go directly across and disappear. And it seemed like no matter where we were, activity was happening on the other side.
Right.
And so everybody would go check that out, and then something would happen where we were just at.
Right.
And so we had a tendency to go and try to figure that out, and it was very elusive.
Yes.
Whatever was going on. So much. There were so many little things that happened, things that don't have explanation, that I find it. I can't say that it can't be debunked. I can't say that what all we encountered can't be explained. What I can say is there was a lot of stuff that happened there. I know what I got and I know what I felt, and I really honestly think that they have some serious activity going on.
Oh, I you know what? I'm leaning more towards yes, there is activity going on there, but I can't come right out and say, we observe paranormal beyond any reasonable doubt at this point.
No, at this point, I don't think we can make that claim.
No, and I'm not sure if we can even make the claim that it's 100% haunted at this moment. Well, but it's leading up to it very quickly. I mean, that was our first night there. That was our first night.
Yeah, I know it.
And it's not like this.
And it was just so many little things.
Right, and that's how Sylvan Beach Amusement Park is. It's just the little things here and there that just make you go and then finally, when they trust you, they give you not what you want, but they let you know. They let you know that they're there. So
Absolutely.
It was like almost like a courting process for me. But I truly believe it was a courting process for me at the park. And I've actually been up there a couple times prior. What's that?
Right. Has Leslie shared the footage she has of the keys just appearing?
No.
On the table at her desk?
No. She has not.
I wonder if
but I'm going to see her tomorrow.
She has that still. Yeah, I'll have to ask her.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll have to ask her. That is very interesting. I wonder if she can share that with you so you can clip it and add it to the archives with all of the stuff that we've gotten so far.
Well, I'm trying to give them a good show. We'll probably, I don't know if I'm going to do it over again, what the deal is, because I forgot to press record. So I hope this whole show is just live. I don't have any. I did press record after a little while, but so I do have some stuff. Like I said, I'm practicing here. But anyways,
practice makes perfect.
Yes. Well. But anyways, we're gonna wind it up. So I am going to let you go, and I thank you so much, Lady Leslie. I tried doing your theme song, but it doesn't work out well at way I got it set up. So I'm still working on it. Don't forget. I haven't forgot.
A little quarter player on the side.
Yes. Yes, the thing is, when I pump it through this way, it sounds like it only comes through one channel, so you don't hear you don't get the full oomph of it. But anyways, thank you for joining us. If you have anything to add, you want to promote anything?
Thank you for having me on, and if anybody is interested, they can go onto my Facebook page and like that. It's Leslie Ann, spiritual counselor, and that's on Facebook. There's a linked group. You're welcome to join that. We'd love to have you.
Oh yeah, you're talking about our group?
Thank you.
Or your group that I'm a member of?
Yes, absolutely. Love to have them.
Well, I look forward to you joining me. When is it? You're going to be Sunday. You're going to go up with me Sunday, right?
On the 27th.
Yes, and 27th you're going to be there.
Sunday I'll be joining you.
Yes, we've got another thing going on. I'm going to get to that as soon as I get off the phone with you. So
I'm excited.
Yes, me too. So
yeah, I'm excited.
Thank you. And
I'll miss you.
All right, I'll talk.
But I'll be there the 27th. So
awesome. I will talk to you soon.
All right, honey. We'll talk to you later. All right.
Bye-bye. So there you have it. That is Casper Court. What do you think? Leave me a message. If this is your first time here, please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Also, tomorrow night, I will be at the zoo doing my Park After Dark, Thompson Park. CasperCops Gone Wild. Bring cameras, recorders, anything you got, because this is an investigation. On Sunday, I will be, you know what I can do? I got to learn how to transition in and out and stuff, so I'll start this over again. Jeez. The sound of that music means we're going to be wrapping this up. Who knew? I just almost blew my eardrums out. I think I need a bigger beak on my hat. Thank you, bensound.com. I love this music. So anyways, I will be doing Park After Dark, Thompson Park Edition, CasperCops Gone Wild tomorrow night. If you are here for the first time, please like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Sunday, I will be at the Hemrod Hubbard House up in Carthage, or the home. I will be doing their board meeting, speaking at their annual board meeting, their fall board meeting. That's going to be awesome. I might have a date or two with doing an investigation there. It's an awesome place. What else? PBS premiere coming up. Folklore of Frost and Folklore. I play Casper Cop James at that location, the Hubbard House. That is Thursday, the 19th. And then I got another tour at the zoo, the 27th. So come on out, man. I'm getting busy. I hope you enjoyed the show, everybody. Peace out and have a great night.